Ready and ready. Begin. Rising Wyvern. Rotating power. Here I come. Onyx division.
Now I've seen everything. Let them marksman handle.
Flying freaks. Why can't they just sit still? Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Rising Wyvern. Lunar Rondo. Start up.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? As impressive as always.
Ah, here I hope that wasn't proving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look flustered. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Damn it! Discourteous, aren't you? You're finished!
Confiscated!
You're mine! It's over!
Raging Hurricane!
Vacuum blade! Dragon Swarm! Negative damage! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Leave the enemy's arc
This is
to me.
bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't
In a
feel
bind?
so good.
Get on
You're finished!
Bathed in blood.
Here I come! You're finished!
Bloody
Start up!
Illuminate the dark! Now!
You're mine! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Wow, look what I just found.
I won't forgive you!
You're mine! You're finished! Here I come! It's over! Lunar Rondo! You're on! Come one, come all! Here I come!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help!
You're mine! You're finished! Here I come!
A chain between heaven and earth!
You're mine!
A wailing lightning!
Start up!
Soaring blast!
There!
And again! Now! Radiant light! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Out of our way!
Here I come! It's over!
I shall ensure you survive this. Can't get out of this!
You're mine! It's over! You're mine! It's over! Start up!
I never miss! Raging Cascade!
Take this! Vacuum
Now!
blade! Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Dance in the wind! Radiant
I'm not done!
Chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning!
Great! Phew, what a rush!
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegis. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how do we even get to Lenegis?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegis. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renan who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegis would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegis, it had to have been in a starship of your own, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no way it's still gonna work.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time to keep his body preserved.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you landed, would you?
My memories around where I parked are still a little hazy, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia. So chances are it's still in the area. At least it's a place to start. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground, so I should be able to get us some help finding her.
This is it.
Yeah. As long as Lenegis stands there, there's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Shion.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are. No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Shion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell. I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave. But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Shion.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
All right, something is definitely up with Shion.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself, but then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up. This is your hometown.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say, it feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renin rule, I'm up to my ears in Danan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renin starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Oh, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renin invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
Well, I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way. All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby.
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors, and his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels? Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile.
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast!
An opponent like this should be easy. Escape!
Not on my watch! Going in!
Here I come! No escape! Vacuum blade!
Do it! Not so smug now!
It got flyers!
I've got it! Let a marksman handle
You're
it!
mine! All yours!
To the flame.
Now! Ridwell! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
We can really make weapons with this?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Here's
I'm not
evil!
done!
Raging charge! Blown fight! You got company!
Take it!
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Lunar Rondo! Aim for the weak spot!
No armor! Stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Dragon Swarm!
Magic
Dragon Swarm!
Free Lancer!
You're mine!
One more!
Rising Wyvern! Lunar Rondo! I have no limits! Dragon Swarm!
Thunder Field! Diamond Meteor! Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Malevolent! Freeze Lancer!
Rising Wyvern!
Freeze Lancer! I'll heal you! Look sharp! Air Thrust! Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone! That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same. Hey, new equipment!
Huh. You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Go no further!
Here I come!
Water!
I'm not done!
Thunder Blade! Illuminate the storm!
Not a chance!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Inferno!
It's over!
Holy Land!
If it curls up, it's time to get out of the way.
Where are you going?
I'm not done!
Sleep now!
Its armor's too strong!
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest! Take this! Ha! It's over! Stardust!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
I'm not done!
Going in!
A charge like that could easily
Get
be
behind
fatal.
me! Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Dragon Swarm!
Air Thrust!
Looks like it could be worth something.
It's a duel of the arts! By the power
Pesky
of
airborne
do it!
scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for your
In an instant!
impact block! Hold on to your art. Here I come!
Astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Rising Wyvern!
Tunnel!
Take this!
Ready to go!
Stand!
Now! What?
Great!
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Strike! Lunar Rondo!
Take cover when it calls out!
It's over!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner set than done! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally!
Try harder!
I'll stop his charge!
You're
Thanks,
mine!
Kisara!
No escape! Here I come! I'm not done! Start up!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara!
Looks like we came out on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right. And without totally overdoing it. My face is starting to sting. And my throat feels... super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Inferno crossing! Illuminated land! Holy land!
Are those rocks its skin?
Away with lightning! Thunder blast! Annihilation! I never miss! Inferno crossing!
Rising Wyvern!
Come forth! Holy
Lunar
Thunder!
Rondo!
Came strike! Holy
Dragon
River!
Shock!
Now! Frozen!
Hammer!
Got it!
We can really make weapons with this?
Out of my way!
You're mine! I'm not...
Time to stop!
Raging storm!
Here I come! No escape!
Their hide is thick as
You're
armor!
mine! It's over! Lunar Rondo! Start up!
Do it! Right here!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Gravitas
This
field!
one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Done! I'll leave it to you! Here I come! I'm not done! Lunar Rondo!
Hurricane Fury! Field Force!
You're mine!
There you go!
No escape!
Don't let up!
Dragon Swarm!
Thunderbolt!
Piercing roar!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Dragon Swarm!
A lunar corruption!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Sword and shield!
A classic combination. Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Art extra coming through!
Not for the weak point!
Lightning!
You're mine! Ha! It's over!
Leave the enemy's art to me.
No complaints here!
Tempest wall.
Strike!
Celestial hammer.
You're mine! You escape!
Magna ray.
Here I come!
How about
Vacuum
this?
blade! Ha! Eat this!
Flaming meteor!
Dragon swarm!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Do it.
There!
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action!
Radiant
This one's mine! With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's good graces.
Dohalim.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Denison. Annihilation. Hit the wind. Air thrust.
Lunar
Thunder. Hurricane. A whirling banshee of lightning.
Dragon swarm!
Leave now.
There!
This'll come in handy.
Flaming meteor!
Astral energy. Full throttle.
Those astral arts of yours are pretty impressive.
Thanks. You're full of surprises yourself.
This'll make us even more formidable.
No choice! Take this!
One more.
Dragon swarm! Rising Wyvern!
Art
No
expert
escape!
coming through.
It's over!
Air thrust.
Lunar Rondo!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Turn up!
A wailing banshee of lightning. Hurricane
Take this!
strike. Divine
The
seizure.
flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Could have been worse. Callous. Calcified. Calaglia.
What kind of poem is that?
A sparse one.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I'm not done!
Flame dreams. Hold on to your art.
Dragon
Here I
swarm!
come. Lightning
Vacuum
curve.
blade!
Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
They're surrounding us. Lunar corruption.
I'm not done!
You are in destruction.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was included.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Thank goodness we won.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
Glacial
Rising Wyvern!
Their arts were interrupted!
Lunar Rondo!
Make it right!
Now, while it's
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
we're in good form! What's this thing? Ignite!
Here, let me help. Raging cascade.
No escape!
Flaming meteor. Now. You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Wields arms too.
We'll soon see how it works.
Rising Wyvern! Front! Take this! I'm not done! You're mine! Luna Rondo!
Sleep now. More for the stockpile.
You're mine!
Raging storm. Glacial spear. Real evil.
Take this! No escape!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm! Vacuum Blade!
Piercing roar.
This one's all mine!
I'll smash you!
Do it.
Dragon River!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Shot!
Well done. Lunar corruption.
Dragon Swarm!
Gemini aqua.
There!
Make it break. I think I'm getting stronger. Do my best.
Take this!
Raging
No escape!
evil. Going in.
Vacuum Blade!
Take this!
Dragon Swarm! Next!
As impressive as always.
No way. I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Shion actually look
You're
frustrated.
mine! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane strike!
Any injuries?
Do my best.
Here I come! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! You're mine! I'm not done! Luna Rondo!
It's time!
Inferno
Ready for the weak spot! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Hear my call! Nice technique!
Take this!
Let's show! Glacial spear!
Dragon Swarm!
Sleep now! Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Nicely done.
Crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone. No
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me, this area is rich not only in fire energy as well.
Look shot!
Try harder! My turn!
Lunar Blade!
Rising Wyvern!
Annihilation!
Lunar Rondo!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Come one, come all!
Mine!
Take this!
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Swarm! Vacuum
Do it!
Blade! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Could have been worse.
Out of my way!
Lightning condemned!
Lunar Glacial Punch! Inferno Punch!
A wailing energy of lightning!
Armor won't save you!
Make it for the weak point! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory! Naturally! Holy land! A chain between heaven and earth!
Dragon Swarm!
A wailing energy of lightning!
No further!
Lunar
Rising
eruption!
Wyvern!
Lunar blast!
Soda!
Wasn't complete! Now!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Dance in the wind! Air! I'm ready!
Take this!
One more time!
Plenty left!
Rising Wyvern!
Make it rain!
Dohaline!
Light Burst 4!
Radiant Genesis!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen. Seriously? Is this a joke?
Shattering! Going in! Attack time!
Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
Seal!
Throbs in
Get
pain.
harder with the Here's a healing art! Magic is out!
Now I can let loose!
Seal!
Far enough!
I'll be saving this one!
Rising Wyvern!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Going in!
Dragon Swarm!
Magic is out!
Vacuum Blade!
You get the
Dragon Swarm!
Seal!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there will be proof.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you even walk with this thing?
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle? Take care of them while keeping an eye on it!
Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
By the power
Lunar
of
Rondo!
This one's mine! It looks like you guys have been covered. Here's a healer! Holy land!
There are
Charge up that can easily be fatal.
just as well I'm here to stop.
Hear my call! Spread! Oh, violent guarding wind! Glacier spear! Here's the evil! Cross
Dragon Form!
Dance in the wind! Ground and power!
Rising Wyvern!
Here, let me help! I'll sure this one! It's weakened!
Take this! This ends now!
Far enough! Let's go!
Dragon Form!
By the power of fear!
Vacuum Blade!
Armor won't save you!
I'll be saving this one! Oh, violent
Dragon Form!
This one's mine! Sleep now!
Vacuum Blade!
More for the stockpile! You're mine! Radiant Pierce! Wind
Mega
Astral
Blade!
Blade! You're
Dragon
now!
Form!
Elfin!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
I'm ready! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Ignite!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Back into the fray!
Inferno Crossing!
Dragon Form!
Annihilation! Ice Blood! Razor Cyclone!
Rising
My
Wyvern!
head's spinning just watching you!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
In a bind?
You're mine!
Freeze Lancer!
Front!
Make it rain!
Gohalim!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting. The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Front!
Shield and
Dragon Form!
Whoa! Hey! One at a time! Oh, violent!
Make it rain!
Card now!
As impressive as always.
Down! You're on! Give up!
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Sion actually look
It's
flustered.
over! Here I come!
Healing Circle! Champion Swirl!
Take this!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you do. I never miss.
Make it rain!
Ice Lunar
Here I
Corruption!
come!
Aw, too shy to come
Take
over?
this!
Here, let
I'm
me
not
help!
done! Dragon Form!
Lightning Meteor!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Ready to go!
Reinforcements incoming!
Not a problem! Here goes!
Not a chance!
More with that Strong! Healing Circle!
Okay, here I go!
Just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Illuminated Sword!
Here!
Great! Next!
Holy
My
Land!
turn!
Freeze Lancer! I can do this all day!
Do it!
Dragon Form!
Shield!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Between heaven and earth.
Not by a long.
Lightning!
Strike!
Flaming meteor! Far enough!
In here!
You're mine! Strike!
Here I go!
Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Blizzard blow! Lightning roar!
Dragon Swarm!
Flaming meteor!
Lightning Wyvern!
My astral
I'm not done!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
I won't lose. Not now, not ever. Try harder! Take this! Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Blizzard blow!
Rising Wyvern!
Got it! Now's our chance!
I'm not done!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Ready to go! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Just watch and learn! That's enough! Go back down!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
I've still got a ways to go.
Hey, is that it over there?
I always love the sound of hammers banging.
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renin. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renin homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? Shion. Shion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way. Alvin!
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are
not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone, without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted, and it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it. Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadime, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renins. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renins, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.